Capricorn, welcome back to Steampunk Psyche. If you are a subscriber, I love you so very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. If you are brand new to the channel or if you're cross-watching, come on into the channel, okay? Hit that thumbnail. Come in. Join us, okay? Join this community. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I am trying to grow this channel to just 100 subscribers, okay? I'm trying to get out of the shallow end. Okay, Capricorn, we're going to be doing an extended reading. We're talking about the year 2025 and coming into 2026. We're going to take a look at some of the challenges, okay? Your present energy, some challenges, and we're going to also move around the board and take a look at some things that may be lying underneath. I'm not going to sugarcoat this stuff for you, okay? If the energies apply, cool. If they don't try to force it. But I'm not going to deface these cards just simply to get you to watch. I'm interested in your love life. I'm interested in your finances. I'm interested in all these things. But if we don't get to the surface of what's really keeping this from manifesting for you, then you're just going to keep 365. You're going to be pissed off at 2026. Okay. So let's not do that. Let's watch these cards. Let's pay attention to them. Let's live and learn. That's what the tarot is about. I will try to apply this to a situation if I can, to the best of my ability. I've been around a few years, so I got a few tips and tricks up my own sleeve, all right? Just because I'm older don't mean that I'm not in the game, all right? We got two cards we're going to start with, okay? The first card is going to be your present energy. Capricorn, in your present energy right now, you have a celebration. Celebrate. Now, I may be old with the tunes, but, the song is still good. Celebrate good times. Come on, right? Six of Wands. This could be that somebody in your midst is celebrating you. This could be emotionally. The Wands are emotion cards as well. Fire energy, passion. But you seem to be celebrating in some type of manner. This could be the holiday season. Your present energy right now is just up and good because we're entering into a holiday season. But there is another side to this. Hang in there. It's not terrible. But it could also represent maybe a little bit of jealousy. There's a little feller back over there on the side. Could be male, could be female. Kind of peering at you like, you don't deserve that. So there could be some kind of that energy a little hidden there. Not trying to bring you down. Just trying to tell you the truth. Anyway, the Six of Wands, that's your present energy. That's good energy to be in. Now, the challenge card, the Temperance, okay? We could very well be talking about Sagittarius here, okay? As a challenge card. Could be a particular person, a particular sign. Don't hate on the Sag, okay? I'm just saying there could be somebody in your side. This could be a person coming towards you or a challenge for you. Your lover, your friend, an investment, whatever. Now look, the card is talking about the balance, okay? Like I said, I don't want to deface the value of what the archetype talks about. I'm from Oklahoma, so I can say archetype. Yep. Pouring from one cup to the other, alchemizing, okay? If you've done any studying about spirituality, the alchemizing talks about that, taking this past trauma, this past benefit, whatever, and alchemizing into something that's going to benefit you in the future, okay? All right. Capricorn, we're going to move on to the foundation now. This is some foundation work, and sometimes it hits home, sometimes it doesn't, so don't make it fit if it doesn't fit. All right? In the past, broken heart. Who can't say that? When I got scolded as a kid, it broke my heart. But we could be talking about a relationship. We could be talking about any kind of something in the underlying. So your heart has some healing to do on a particular situation. We may go ahead and clarify with the remainder of cards. So hang in there, okay? Now the next card is the Four of Swords. Underlying means that you are contemplating and need to make a decision, okay? Now, when we see the Two of Swords, we know that this is a decision that is like, you have a little flexibility. This is past that. It's graduated to the point where now you're sitting on the sword and you're contemplating very heavily about this situation. Something in your heart space, something in your lower chakras, okay? It's in the gut that says, this ain't right. I got to do something, and I'm about to, but you're contemplating, and that's a good thing. It's taking time. It's not necessarily forcing something to happen right away, okay? That's in this energy that you're in right now. That's a good place to be, by the way. The next card, the warrior spirit, the 7 of wands, okay? Capricorn, this means you have secured your wands into that hillside and you're protecting them, okay? So this could represent lots of different of things, okay? This could mean that I have investments that I've made and I'm protecting them. This could be friendships. This could be a community of people that you surround yourself with. This could be ideas, okay? Put in there what it is that you're guarding the most. What are you protecting right now? And like I said, if this is about emotionals, you had your heart was hurt a little bit in 2025, maybe even further back, but we'll just stick with 2025 up till now, okay? So something in that past or something inside of you, it still has that wound, but you're hanging on to it. You're protecting something, okay? And you're doing it by any means necessary. This is kind of like the soldier that had to run out of the house real fast and and wasn't quite prepared. So whatever this was, you weren't quite prepared for whatever it was that took place, and that's why you're guarded right now. You're so guarded and protective. Okay, so we're going to move on. Lying underneath is also the 5 of Pentacles, okay? You felt left behind. Perhaps somebody left you in a relationship. Only make this work if this applies to you. If it doesn't apply to you, stay in here, because this could apply to your actual emotions. Left behind on, maybe you feel like you're left behind with the way that people are progressing with their transmuting and all this spirituality talk. It could be that you made an investment that you feel like didn't pay off, okay? And everybody else is succeeding when they said, hey, this is going to be a good idea, and then here you go. Yours just didn't do shit, right? But it could also talk about a feeling that it's kind of got an energy also that's very stubborn, okay? It means I'm kind of not like, I don't want to accept help, okay? Refusal of help. In fact, that's what the words wanted to come out of my mouth. Perhaps something was communicated to you that I'm not going to help you. Somebody in the past or somebody, part of this hurt or pain. And regardless of how you feel, I'm not doing anything to help you, blah, blah, blah. So you can kind of tell what that situation is for you. But we're going to move on, okay? That was under your foundation. What may be dark, what may be seated, deep-rooted inside of you that we're going to take a look at and help get past that, okay? And we're doing that by moving on to the recent past, okay? Now, keep in mind, these are just energies, so if they apply, cool. If they don't, just the cards are worth listening to in the first place. So, the Queen of Wands energy, okay? This is the recent past, okay? You could have been the romancer. You could have been this person who was in such a beautiful, elegant state, okay? Very loyal, very beautiful. Look how she's dressed. You could be a person that's very, very beautiful, physically. But beautiful mind, beautiful spirit, and secure, okay? Emotionally speaking. And in a very high passive manner. You could be very well spoken with your words. In other words, you could probably swoo a dude as quick as a dude could swoo a moo. That was terrible. Okay, I'll back that up. Somebody's very good with their words. Okay, take the moo out of that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that like that. Okay, and the reason I'm even going that direction is because the Empress shows up, okay? In the recent past. This Empress could be a particular person, okay, that was in your recent past. 2 wonderfully high feminine energies, okay? If this applies to you, it could be talking about a relationship, okay? 2 feminines in your life. You could be in a throuple relationship, for instance. I'm not judging. I have no problem with that whatsoever, okay? What I'm trying to say is maybe there was 2 feminines in your life. Could have been a mother figure, could have been a sister, could have been somebody surrounding you or whatever in the recent past that had a very passive energy, somebody you could confide in, somebody you could trust, okay? Whatever it is. And that may have been part of that broken heart scenario, okay? And if this applies to you, like I said, no big deal. We'll just keep going. If this applies to you, the person, as the Empress, the state, that's how you showed up in the recent past. I was that forgiving person. I was that person that, I tried to help people. I tried to warn people. I tried to this and that with a state of compassion and moving, okay? Now, in the recent past, you also were holding on to something, and it made sense because, like I said, in that underlying energy that we saw earlier, you had the Five of Wands, right? Or the Seven of Wands, I'm sorry. And so you may still be holding on to whatever that information is. Now, keep in mind, your present energy is this, right? Celebration. Okay. So these recent paths are not trying to bring up things, but we're trying to move through to go, we don't want to repeat that shit no more. Done. 2025 is over. So whatever you're holding on to, okay? Your challenge card is balance. Remember, I'm going to keep continuing to refer back to these cards. I told you I would, and I will. In the recent past, you felt like your wish was fulfilled. Something took place that I got what I wanted. I manifested this. Look at all the different things you've manifested in your life. Sometimes it takes a lot of us, I repeat that, a lot of us to stop and go, okay, what again did I manifest? Some of us have such a low vibration, and I'm not trying to compare you to me or me to anybody else. I'm saying sometimes I get in that state of mind where I'm like, the trees are so thick, you can't see the forest through the trees. Or vice versa. Either one. But I'm saying you're in your head about it. And this is the overindulgence of joy card, by the way. Wish fulfilled. And it's a temporary state. Most people don't know that. This is temporary. Why? Look, he's sitting on a bench. He's not sitting on a throne. He knows better. And so holding on, this is the reminder for you. Holding on to whatever that is, a grudge, revenge, not to say that those aren't good things. And I'll tell you why. Abraham Hicks, if you know anything about Abraham Hicks, she talks about the 22 different ways to manage your emotions. And one of those states, which is an emotion, Neville Goddard talks about that as well. One of those emotions is revenge, okay? Sometimes in order to remove to the next one, you need a little revenge so that you could move up the chain to get eventually to solace, okay? So what I'm trying to get at is the number 9 card is actually a double-sided card as well. It talks about the overindulgence of joy, the appreciation of the things that you have manifested that's coming to fruition. But it also talks, a little bit about that situation, that overindulgence. So you could be overindulging in those thoughts, those memories, those things like that. We're going to move on. You're like, JT, get to the point here. Just hold with me, okay? We're going to talk about the possibilities now, okay? Capricorn, the possibilities of a sudden death, imminent. I sound like a computer saying that, AI. I'm not AI generated. I'm not. Here's the kicker. This doesn't mean a death of, a proportion where, what the hell? This means I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm done with 2025. I mean, like, done with it, pushing it away. It's done. I'm moving into 2026. This is the attitude. A sudden death. It could have come to you without your approval. Okay? This is no bias involved. It's a sudden death. It could have been the ending of a relationship. It could have been the ending of a marriage. It could have been the ending of an opportunity that you thought was perfect. The ending of it. Okay? That's the different examples we can use here. Okay? Next card, Wheel of Fortune comes out. Okay? Possibilities, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay? Cycles changing. I just told you that. Cycles are changing. They're temporary. Everything is temporary. And a lot of people don't. They want this forever. They want their love, their marriage, everything to last forever. And sometimes they have a time limit. They do. That's just the way it is. And here's the kicker. It's always changing, always reviving. You can be up in the serpent position, down with Anubis. You can rise with the Sphinx. Now, we could be talking about any of the fixed signs again, okay? Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius in your mixed, in your time frame, in your timeline, possibilities. I don't know. But there is a cycle of change that is most imminent. Once again, I said that again. I guess that's the importance of it. Try to declare that, to know there is a death coming. Something's going to end. It's going to end. Done. Done deal. And this could be by choice, your choice. You know what I'm saying? But something's done. The next card moving out for the possibilities is the 8 of Pentacles. Okay? The 8 of Pentacles is I am moving out and away from the distractions of the busy world, the busy life. You could be taking time, retreats, moving out, moving out, moving out, moving out, moving out. Getting away, getting in a comfortable spot out in the middle of the forest somewhere, out in the middle of the desert. secluding yourself, isolating yourself so that you can focus inward on that which thrills you, what you build yourself around, the things that you enjoy, your hobbies, your loves, your passions, your desires, right? The Eight of Pentacles, that's what that represents, okay? Putting your head in focus, right? That's the possibilities. Sounds pretty damn good to me. And don't be afraid of the Ten of Wands. A lot of people are like, damn, man, the Ten of Wands. No, this is boundaries, okay? Remember, I'm referring back, temperance, boundaries. It's caused by alchemizing these overburdens that your life has seen. Yes, it's from choices you've made. They're all yours. Yes, people have come against you. Yes, people have hurt you. You had the Three of Swords, broken heart. Yes, that happened. Excuse me. But your challenge is the temperance, and you are able and capable of doing it because your current energy showed, this Six of Wands, a celebration. And maybe you're seeing that. Maybe you're recognizing that by the end of the year, you've put up more boundaries, more walls that secure your heart space, secure your chakras, secure your peace of mind, okay? Now, this is also a warning of overbirding. Birding. Maybe you're a hunter. Don't shoot too many turkeys. I don't know. We're going to be, yeah. Maybe that you put up a wall or a boundary that maybe you yourself can't climb over, okay? So relax a little bit, pull back. That's the possibilities. We're going to move on to the near future, okay? I said that to say this, strength. You could be talking about Leo in your mix in the near future. A Leo sign doesn't have to apply. But with temperance as your challenge, remember, the strength card, not talking about a physical strength, it's talking about an emotional strength as well as a physical. But this is the emotional stability that you were needing. This is that if there was a compass, if there was a direction before you have a compass, it's that compassion with yourself. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. I've been dealing with the up and down weather, and it has affected me. Now, the compassion with yourself, giving yourself space to make mistakes, allowing yourself the room to be vulnerable, allowing yourself, that's the compassion. She's reaching into a lion's mouth, and there's only a special type of person that can do that. Most of the time, people walk away without their limbs. But you can use that strength card as a way to maneuver through as your challenge, right? And it's in there, okay? The next card in the near future, a romance. Is it an exchange of love, relationship? Is it the memory of something, the nostalgia of something from the past that is going to be triggering this patience that you're going to be needing to really focus in and go, okay, wait a minute. I remember that, in that recent past, I had this situation that I really needed to clarify. Is it this? Is that what we're talking about? That's for you to decide. I don't know the answer to that one. Okay. In the near future, the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. It's making sure that you are investing properly, that everything comes to fruition. Okay. This one seed that you've planted down here, is it going to prosper like these? You've done this in the past. You showed the Nine of Cups. You know how to manifest. You know how to do this. But it is now asking you with the Strength card, okay, and Temperance as your, challenging type card to really invest in, and you also had, like I said, in the Eight of Pentacles. So, and you pulled away, right, to invest in yourself. This is the fruition of it. This is what happens when you do that, okay? Get this. You're going to like this. How about that? You liking JT now. Lovers, all the way at the end. This is the second reading I had where lovers popped out at the end. I am going to get my camera to start showing this. I promise you I'm not landing these. I'm not trying to clickbait anybody. This is amazing. This is the near future, okay? The near future for Capricorn. Right? The lovers. If that's what you were waiting for, yes, the lovers is coming. I'm not going to go any further. Capricorn, 2025 hurt your heart, broke your heart, but you're healing, you're mending. There's a brand new cycle coming. We saw that. Wheel of Fortune, okay? Keep in mind that things are temporary. I know this. I've had a few broken hearts in my life, okay? I'm old enough to have experienced those, and I know what that's like. And sometimes I didn't have a word to put on it, okay? And there are lots of tools out there to help move us through that, okay? But I feel like you're doing the right thing. You're really letting this temperance balance help support that, okay? And remember, you're in a celebratory, your energy. Celebrate, keep celebrating. Remain in that Empress energy. That's what that's about. Celebrating the self, celebrating all your small victories. Every little small victory you can remember. I don't care if it was, I remembered to, set my clock back, 5 minutes so that I could get a little extra 5 minutes to meditate. That's a victory. I put back $25 out of my paycheck. Victory. I started to watch a little bit more about spiritual awakenings or reading a little bit more about how to advance my own mind. Victories. Every little small damn victory. Okay, so that you can stay in that celebratory act. Let this lovers happen for you. Let it come for you, okay? Capricorn, I appreciate you being here. I hope you like this. I hope it's confirmation. Live and let love, okay? Like the video, subscribe. Come back and see me again, Capricorn. All right. Happy New Year.